morning. My name is Mike Quinn, and I'm here to tell you about how we are answering the oldest question in media, which is my advertising increasing my sales? And how we're doing that for companies like Procter & Gamble, Kraft, Unilever, all of the giant packaged goods companies who sell 95% of their products in physical stores. We are doing that by closing the loop on the $14 billion that consumer packaged goods manufacturers and retailers spend here in the U.S. only to drive approximately $2.8 trillion in U.S. in-store sales. At the core of our service is a proprietary database that we have, an always-on platform that manages daily sales and inventory data from every major retailer in the US, most of the major retailers in Europe and in China, for millions of UPCs, which is basically the equivalent of products. The UPC is the little barcode that's on the back of a can of Coke. For every major CPG that you've ever heard of, for 150,000 stores around the world. And to put it plainly, we know what sold in Walmart yesterday for every single product in the US, in every single store, and how that compares to yesterday and the day before and the month before and the year before, et cetera. That is the core of our IP. We use that data in our targeting service to target media for CPGs by geo, understanding where their products actually sell the most. They overlay this on top of their behavioral targeting. We then use this data also to suppress digital delivery to certain geographies throughout the US in an automated application, so that throughout a campaign, starting on the first day that a digital campaign starts for a consumer products company, we can measure whether or not that campaign is actually increasing sales, where it's increasing sales, where it's not increasing sales, run optimizations with an ad partner, and then automatically return a definitive ROI on every campaign that a CPG runs across any ad platform for dirt cheap. We launched this service in spring of 2014, and it's already been adopted by 25 of the world's largest CPG companies. For those of you that are a primary shopper in your household, if you were to walk down the aisles of any grocery store or any CPG store, mass merchant, or any chain drug store, you would see these headers on the aisle. They'd be like, here's where baby supplies are, here's where cleaning supplies are, here's where carbonated beverages are, here's dairy, here's HBA, here's pasta, here's pet, here's snacks. We are working for CPGs in all of those categories to optimize their digital spending in all of those stores. And we're doing that across all of the things that they do to drive their business, which is new items, launching new items, pushing existing items, and making seasonal really be huge for them. That's what CPG is all about. Our go-to-market is as an inside service. We are integrated into the top ad networks and platforms that are used by our CPGs. We're not a top-down service, which is traditionally done in CPG for measurement of media, where CPG might hire a modeling company to come in and do a regression-based analysis at the end of the year to identify ROI. We integrate in with the platform so that ROI is built in to the front end of the process, throughout the process, and at the end of the process, so that every platform can deliver ROI as part of what they do as their normal daily business. And the selling is actually done by our ad partners. We don't sell campaigns. We just integrate our service into the ad partner, and the ad partner sells our service as part of a normal campaign to a CPG. We're the intel inside of measurement for consumer packaged goods marketing. And also, because we're integrated into the platform, we do something which is very, very important, which is we make it very, very easy for a person authoring a campaign to get our service as part of their normal workflow, in fact, automatic. This is a very large and growing total addressable market that we're going after. As I mentioned, there's $14 billion of digital spending in the US alone on consumer packaged goods. And right now, we earn about 10% of the media value of every campaign that we measure and optimize. We had a great head start in this service, which is our parent company. I work for a company called RSI. I am the digital to store ROI guy, but I basically walked into a company that many of you have never heard of before, but is a very large existing software as a service company, and already is doing over $60 million a year in revenue, 100% SaaS with over 300 employees, with all the world's largest CPGs and retailers as its clients, where the core business is to host in a centralized location all of the daily store level sales data that those two entities need to collaborate on their day-to-day business, and where they can't collaborate if it's trapped in a data warehouse somewhere. And we have great investors, and we're not looking to raise any money. And many of these investors are here today. So we're very fortunate to have that for our service, which means, you know, since we have RSI as our parent company, the service that we're running in digital measurement has incredibly low cost of goods. If I had to go out and build a data warehouse of all of the daily sales data of every retailer in the US today, it would probably cost me 20 million bucks. I inherited that the first day I walked in the door, and low COGS really helps an entrepreneur. And with our partners, with our sales model, since they sell all of the campaigns that get optimized, we have no cost of sales. We have business development, and we have 3 business development people that just do integration deals, and then that's it. That's what we do. I mean, we just manage those relationships. And both our partners and our parent company have great relationships, which we need to succeed. Long term, our goal is really to, I'm an ex-CPG guy, by the way, so I can say this. Our goal is really to bring CPG marketing into the 21st century. I mean, it's crazy that they can't measure what they do like online companies can. And we want to give them the tools and the proof they need to measure what they do and continuously improve, which they do not do today. There's no continuous improvement in consumer packaged goods marketing. We want to do that so that marketers at consumer packaged goods companies can turn into investors as opposed to spenders. Today they're spenders. If you're a marketer at a CPG company, you spend. You don't necessarily invest, so that they get a seat at the head of the table of their companies, equivalent to the head of sales. That's our goal. Thank you very much.